but only one pass on the back of the hand. The thumb got in there, it's all good. So that's your Kentucky wrap there. I recently moved from Los Angeles, California to Bowling Green, Kentucky to do the online school Boxing Science Academy. And so when I got here, one of the first things I did that I knew that we were going to start looking for competitions was know the rules, win the game, look at the Kentucky Boxing and Wrestling Commission website, and check out what the rules are for Kentucky and wrapping hands. Here's what those are. Soft cotton bandages shall not be more than 2 inches in width and 12 yards in length for each hand. Tape not more than 1 inch in width shall be used. Shall not be lapped more than 1/8 of an inch. Tape not to exceed 1 layer crossed over the back of the hand for its protection. Those are some pretty strict rules, but it's not impossible. So here's how I do it. So here's what we got, is that in Kentucky, you can use 1 inch wrap, 1 inch tape. It can only go over 1 layer over the back of the hand. And let's see, so that means that 1 layer over the back of the hand, that means I can do multiple times around the wrist, multiple times around the thumb, but not, and also around the palm, but not the back of the hand. A couple other things is that in Kentucky it's 1 inch tape, some places 1.5. Kentucky is 1 inch tape. And between the fingers, we can only use 1/8 of an inch. That means I take an inch tape and split it into 8ths. So here's what we're gonna do, is go ahead and put your hand down, relax. So what I've done is I've taken a 1.5 inch roll, and I've cut it and stripped it off. So this is 1 inch wide, and then I left 1/2 inch wide. And the 1/2 inch, I cut that in half, so now that's 1/4 of an inch on each one of those. And what we'll do is we'll split it down the middle for when it goes between the fingers. But so what we're going to do is we're going to get the tape ready. Let's see if I can find it. And then I just go around. And this is the one for between the fingers. So we got one there. You see the way it runs out? Nice and smooth that way. Two there. And 3. So that's between the fingers. That's the prep for the between the fingers. Now also in Kentucky, you can use only 12 yards. So 1 roll of gauze is 10 yards. So, but we can use 12 yards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this partial roll here that I already have from another wrap. I'm going to make the pad for Evan's knuckles. So remember, what I'm going to do is, open up, is that it's going to make some space. So I'm going to take this knuckle to almost into that knuckle. And I'm going to go around here 14 times. Go ahead and relax. 1, 2, 3. 14. So let's say 14 times is about the extra 2 yards that I get. So I got my 12 yards, my 10 yards is what I'm going to use for wrap. Make a fist? Yeah, perfect. It fits. So we're going to use that later. So right now I'm going to take this. This 10-yard roll. Go ahead and give me your hand. And go ahead and open up a little bit. There you go. And again, I'm going away from the thumb, cross on the top, away from the thumb. I'm going to make the wrapper around the wrist for a little bit. So I get this whole roll to use any way I want to. Open up. Good. That thumb joint, make a fist. Good. Come around that joint there. Open up. Open up. There you go. Baby knuckle. So So I'm crossing again, I'm crossing on the top to the baby knuckle, to the index knuckle. 2 times, cross on top. Come up under the thumb, make a fist. Good. Up over here to the baby knuckle, open up. 1 time, 2 times. Cross on top, 1 time. Good. Now what we're going to do is this. Hold it for me, please. We're going to take this pad, and again, so I only get 2 yards. That's all I'm using here is 2 yards. So I'm going to fold that in half. Make a fist. Good. I'm going to put the fold towards the fingertips. Open up. Good. So again, I'm going from baby knuckle to index knuckle. A couple times around, sink it in. Make a fist. Good. Open up. Make a fist. Good. Open up. Good. Now come up, make a fist. I'm sorry, open up, open up. Good. Get that nice and pretty in there. Open up. Good. So I'm going to go between the baby finger. Make a fist. Good. Open up. Good. Now I'm going to go between the index and the middle. Make a fist. How's that? Too tight? You good?
Good.
Too good. Open up. Good. Get under that thumb. Make a fist. Good. Come around here, around the back. 1 time up here. Open up. And then I'm going to finish up, make a fist. Good. Down around that wrist. So here's what I'm going to do. Take a little bit of tape. So I'm going to only use 1 layer of tape around the back of the hand, right? I'll put that there. Now, open up, flip it over, make a little bar in here. Now take one of these little strips. Again, this is a 1/4 inch. So what I get to do is tuck that nice and tight. Pinch it, so now it's 1/8 of an inch. Flip it over. Make a fist. Good. I'm going right there, between the knuckles. And back. Open up. Flip it over. Take another 1/2 inch strip. I'm sorry, 1/4 inch strip. Tuck it. Not quite yet. And then pinch it, so now it's 1/8. Flip it. Make a fist. Take it back. Flip it over, open up. See my last 1/4 inch, half it with a pinch, so that way it's 1/8. Make a fist. Yep, flip it over, make a fist. Good night. So that's my tape between the fingers. Good, open up. So here's what we're going to do. So again, you can only have 1 layer on the back of the hand. But that's the only stipulation. Actually, Kentucky doesn't have any stipulation on how much tape you can use. But again, you only use one layer of tape on the back. So I can do multiple around the wrist, multiple around the thumb, and pass the palm a couple times. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start here, go around, open up, Make a fist. Good. Come around this wrist. Get that wrist nice and solid. Cut these ends off. So, what I'm going to do now is open up. Again, so I can only do one layer on the back in Kentucky. So, away from the thumb, what I'm going to do is come up under here. Yep, stay like that. So, make a fist. Good. I get one pass there. Open up. One pass just a little bit lower. Come back to the palm. Come back down across the back of the hand. Underneath the thumb. Make a fist. Good. Come across. And finish up down at the wrist. And you see here I use this beautiful blue tape because it's like the Kentucky flag. Nice and blue. But the reality is that you want to keep with white tape because the officials are going to want to mark where you are. But again, this is Kentucky wrap, so I use Kentucky blue tape. Flip it over. I make a little bar in there so you can grip onto it. There we go. The palm is free. There's been a couple passes on the palm, but only one pass on the back of the hand. The thumb got in there. It's all good. So that's your Kentucky wrap there.